with a patented blend of herbs and seasonings and mindless violence. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Jay Leno, actress Ann Wedgeworth, and singer Robert Gordon. Also a summer quiz and a look at why we sometimes have to edit. And now, a man who, if you ask me, has been drinking, David Letterman.
Thank you, folks. Welcome to the program. I'll be the host for the next half hour, and we believe it's the finest hour in American television. I have to tell you something, in all honesty. If I look a little disgruntled, a little dismayed, a little insecure, I had kind of an odd experience last night. I wake up this morning, and all over my back are these terrible scratches. So I'm a little concerned, and I go to the doctor this morning, and listen to this. He tells me they're from the inside. They're from the inside, Paul. From the inside. From the inside.
Which is interesting because usually scratch would be on the
outside, yeah. But apparently the source of these particular scratches is internal.
Internal.
Internal, yeah.
Well, I just hope it's, you know.
Thank you, Paul. Earlier tonight on ABC, another network in this country, they had a show. It was America Picks the #1 song, and it was co-hosted by Dick Clark, Barbara Mandrell, Frankie Avalon, and Tony Orlando. And the idea of the show is people from all over the United States call in and they get to vote on their favorite songs from the last 3 decades. Boy, TV just gets better and better, doesn't it? You see those scratches, ladies and gentlemen, from the inside.
Yeah.
So that would, I'm no doctor. Paul will back me up on this. I'm not a doctor, am I, Paul?
No, sir, you're
Although
not.
I play one on TV, but I'm not. So I'm concerned that maybe there's something desperately wrong with me to have those scratches show up from the inside.
From the inside, yeah. That would be terrifying, actually. And most unusual.
Yeah.
In a humorous sort of way.
You wore that shirt on Green Acres, didn't you? And this morning I pick up the New York Times, and right there on the front page, Masters and Johnson, the sex researchers from St. Louis, they've taken another poll, and they find that the most prevalent misconception, most common misconception about sex among American men is that the belief is that during foreplay, women, oh God, the most commonly held misconception about sex among men is that during foreplay, women enjoy being called Muriel. What the hell that is? Oh, boy. I'm getting out of here before something goes off. Oh, look at this show, kids. We got a great one. Say hello to our good friend, Mr. Paul Schaefer. Paul? From the inside.
That's right.
From the inside.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. I just want to congratulate Will Lee. I can't tell you why. He knows why. We can't.
Oh, I know why, too.
We can't say why.
No, we can't. Now, why can't we say why, Will?
It's a highly coveted and much sought-after award that I received.
So something special happened in your life today, but we can't tell people about it.
Hence the white suit, I guess, but we can't say what it was.
Will we ever be able to say what it was?
Ever, yes, ever. Definitely.
How long?
Ever.
Is there a statute of limitations on this?
I don't know. It's
As to
loose.
when
It's
we'll-
loose, man. Let's keep it loose.
I'm glad we brought it up.
Yeah.
Should we do the top 10 list first? Yeah. What a show. What a show we have for you folks tonight. Here it is from the home office in Milwaukee. Paul, is there anything else you wanted to add before we go on with this?
I like being called Muriel sometimes.
All right, from the home office in Milwaukee, here it is. Tonight's category for the top 10 list, top 10 signs that you are really in love with Tom Brokaw. Here we go. Number 10, you hear Tom's voice even when the news is not on. Number 9, you think the new Whitney Houston song was written just for you and Tom. Number 8, your picture of Dan Rather suddenly seems so childish. Number 7, you get a queasy feeling when he jokes with Connie Chung. Number 6, you daydream about him working on his car with his shirt off. Number 5, you pray for international catastrophes so there will be more special reports. Number 4, your license plate says Love Tom. Number 3, you have video cassettes of his 3 MGM musicals from the 50s. Number 2, you snatch his clothes from the laundromat dryer. And number 1, the number 1 sign that you're really in love with Tom Brokaw, you derail Amtrak trains to get his attention. There you go. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, folks. Welcome back to the show. We got a great show for you here. Before we get to it, let me remind you once again about the NBC news program, American Almanac with Connie Chung and Roger Mudd. And it comes on. How many days, Hal, can we see that show? How long do we have to wait? Oh, here it is. These are the promotional announcements that the NBC News Department puts together. There's Roger Mudd, and there's Connie, and it's 12 days. It's 12 days away, Paul. We'll be seeing the show. American Almanac, 1986. 12 days. They do very nice work, don't they?
Very nice promo.
Like a custom house would do.
Yeah. Special jingle mill.
Yeah.
Skitch used to have a jingle mill.
I'm sorry?
Skitch used to have...
Skitch who?
Skitch Henderson.
Skitch Henderson.
One of my predecessors, forefathers in this industry.
Thank you very much.
Man.
My first guest tonight is easily one of the funniest men in America and a good friend of ours. He can be seen on June 13th in concert at the Universal Amphitheater in Los Angeles, California. Please say hello to Mr. Comedy, Jay Leno.
Nice to see you, David.
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Well, you know what came in the mail yesterday, talking about magazines and people who have things in periodical publications. This is the current issue of Newsweek, June 2nd, 1986. You turn right here to page 70, and there's a giant, very highly complimentary 2-page spread about you right there.
I get so... Well, thank you. Now, what issue is this?
I think it's June 2nd.
You know, I had a thing in Paris, Match, and Pravda today. I didn't even... Now, this is pretty much just to the United States.
North America, yeah, probably.
Geez,
so.
I had no idea. I guess I'll have to keep track. You work so much on the road, you can hardly
it's very impressive.
Yeah.
How about you having a good holiday?
Had a good holiday. Had a good holiday. Now, were you involved in the Hands Across America thing by any chance?
You know, coincidentally, went right through my living room.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I watch it. Now, it's a good cause.
Sure, they're trying to feed...
No, it is. But, you know, unfortunately, this is the way people think we affect social change now in America, right? I mean, we hold hands across America. We have a rock concert. We have a comedy show. It's amazing no one has thought to use probably our best tool for social change. Huh? It's called voting. Can we vote once in a while? Huh? I mean, do I really have to stand in a ditch up to my neck in water holding hands with Robert Blake to accomplish something? You know, I watch the news. Now, see, these are all wonderful people that did this. And
absolutely.
You know, it is a good cause. And all these countries seem to hate us. You know, I turn on the news, all these countries seem so mad at us. And we seem like nice people.
Yeah. Why would that be?
Well,
why do you think they hate us?
I had an incident happen to me to make me kind of understand why, especially poor countries don't like us. And it's true. I went into Toys R Us to buy my nephew a present the other day, and I see piled against the wall stacks and stacks of this game, Mr. Potato Head. How do you explain? Yeah, how do you explain to people in other countries that in America we grow food for amusement purposes? Imagine trying to explain Mr. Potato Head to some kid from Biafra. See the potato, Kimber? Oh, Kimber, eat potato. No, Kimber. No, Kimber. You don't want to eat the potato, Kimber. You put this little hat on it. Oh, Kimber, eat the hat. Oh, no, Kimber, don't eat that. No, this is the only country in the world, rather, where we play with food that we grow and food that we make out of chemicals we eat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's... you can take a chicken McNugget, you can bury it in the earth for 500 years. 500 years from now, somebody will dig it up and go, oh, look, a chicken McNugget. Now, what's this thing Burger King has? Now, they have tender strips. Have you seen this?
No.
This is the competing...
Tender strips of chicken?
Yeah. I love to watch Burger King and McDonald's because they always compare themselves to each other. Neither will take the chance of comparing themselves to real food. I tell you something. You can take a box of chicken strips and tender McNuggets, whatever. You can put them right in front of a chicken. A chicken will go in there and go, I see nothing here that offends me. This isn't cannibalism. I can eat this. You know what? What's happening to food? This is a true story. I was in Nashville last week. I had to rent a car. I'm driving down the street. I want to get something to eat. I pull in a Kentucky Fried Chicken. Absolutely true story. I go in there. I tell the girl, let me have 2 breasts and a wing or something. The girl's got the thing, and this is true. She's using the little tongs. She's putting the box. She drops a piece of chicken on her arm, and she goes, ooh, some of it got on me. The other kid comes out. He's got a thing full of sand. Are you okay? You know, a bucket of sand. What's in this stuff? What's in it?
A bucket of sand, huh?
I don't understand.
Yeah. So you're back in New York now?
I'm back here.
And I know you love coming to New York because your first true love is the live theater.
Oh, the live theater.
You get a chance to go to...
So many shows.
You get a chance to go to some...
Well, what shows have opened? Cobra just opened here in New York. What's this about, huh? Another Stallone, huh? What do you think this one's about, David? Maybe a young boy coming of age in a small Midwestern farm during the Depression? You know, why are these movies so violent? Why are these... You know, we have a VCR. My wife said, let's rent a movie the other night. I said, okay, I'll go down to the tape place to rent the movie. I said, what's a good movie? My wife and I want to watch a movie. This is a true movie. He brings out a tape called Faces of Death.
Oh, I've heard about that.
I heard about this tape, and I said, no,
grisly.
what is this? It's a tape of people that have been, like, accidentally killed on camera. You know, the sad thing is, Dick Clark has bought the rights to this thing. And he's releasing it under the new title, Fatal Bloopers.
Fatal Bloopers. Okay, we have to do a commercial here. Do me a favor, give me a little more Kimba asking for the potato again.
Kimba.
One more.
You can't, don't mock me on these things.
We'll do a commercial. We'll be back here. More with Jay Leno. Now, did you read the article?
Yes, I did. Actually,
very nice
I read
article.
It between the break.
Yes,
Yeah,
very nice article. And there's, I'm lucky enough to have a picture of myself in there with you.
You know, I fought with them.
Thank you, I
said,
appreciate that.
Can you get a picture of my friend?
You take a great picture here. There's several pictures of you. One there working with your motorcycle engine.
Yes, I am.
Another with you riding in what looks like a limousine.
Yes, it just looks like a limousine.
And then they're all nice pictures until you get to the one of me. I look like somebody you'd hire to come in and rake your yard.
Yeah, actually. Well, no, that's a very good picture.
No, I don't take nice pictures.
To see ourselves as others see us.
Anyway, do you
I read this magazine. I read a lot of magazines. You know, I get a kick out of these men's magazines. You know, it's interesting. I guess Playboy and Penthouse, those are supposed to be the pinnacle of the men's magazines. Sure. I like to move along that journalistic food chain to the next level of men's magazines, you know? Not quite as sophisticated. Nugget, Jugs, Beaver, Swank, you know? I mean, not as many articles by Gore Vidal in these particular magazines. You know, it's funny, you look at Playboy and Penthouse, and the women all have that glow, you know? They have that sheen, you know? You get down to that next level, and the women don't so much as glow. Many of them have, like, tire marks across them, you know? You know, one pupil bigger than the other. And
I'm sorry. One pupil bigger than the other. Neurological problems.
Yeah. And they always have that look on their face like, can I have my money now? Can I have my money now? I'm like, actually, my favorite is
one pupil. Now, what do you suppose would cause that to happen?
I have no idea. I am not an optometrist. But the best ones are the real lowball magazines.
Do
Argosy.
Kimba again. Come on, do a little.
Kimba. No, I'm not going to do Kimba. These are great jokes.
Sorry. All right, when you're done with the jokes, let's come back.
Scratches on the back. Anyway, listen. You knew that. No, this is a serious journalistic problem.
All right. Okay.
You ever read the real cheap men's magazines?
No,
Argosy?
I don't, Jay.
Or True Men's Adventure? See, True Men's Adventures are best because they always have depicted on the cover such actual true men's adventures as like U.S. Marines fighting Nazi women in metal bras and panties with machine guns. You remember that big turning point in the war, huh? Bunch of ragtag Marines against Hitler's elite D-Cup squad. You don't read about those battles.
No, you don't. It's a shame, too.
It's a shame. Usually, see, the cheaper the magazine, the more macho the sex, which is an interesting thing for Dr. Ruth, I suppose, or something. See, at least Playboy Penthouse, at least when they show naked people making love, there's no caption. You can pretty much figure out what's going on. You know, the cheap magazines, the men never make love. There's always a macho reason, you know. It's always like, I was captured by the Amazons of Brazil. I had to sleep with them all. They were going to kill my buddy. You know, what a guy. What a man. Takes a special kind of hero.
Yeah. Now, you know, we read in this Newsweek article, and we can pretty much figure out that you're a pretty wealthy guy.
I'm not a wealthy guy. I'm but a simple man who journeys from town to town with tiny skiffs.
But now I understand you're now a product spokesman?
I am the spokesman for Doritos. Yes.
Doritos.
Yes, Doritos.
People are applauding this?
You know, some guys do it for money. Me, it's just
the love of the product.
The love of the product.
Yeah. Now, what you said earlier about the chicken McNugget pretty much applies to that.
No,
I would think so. 500 years, I think you could dig these up.
Oh, no, all natural. The Aztecs used to eat these. All natural.
No, thank you very much. I have a show to do. So now, will we be seeing you in supermarkets and stuff and big cardboard cutouts? Jay says, buy them by the bag?
No. I will probably speak to groups of college students and various businesses.
Let me get you a napkin to wipe that stuff off your hands. Here you go.
Why, thank you, David. Delicious.
So then what else?
Boy, I am refreshed. I could go on for another whole segment.
Is it time for What's Your Beef
What's
yet?
my beef?
Yeah.
I got two beefs this week. One is these experts. You know, what like this, well, not obviously the Chernobyl thing is a serious thing, but when these nuclear experts come on Nightline, you ever see these guys? These nuclear guys, they're always great, and they always say the same thing. Of course, it's a risk. Nuclear energy is a risk. Everything is life is a risk. You cross the street, you get hit by a car, it's a risk. It's true, it is a risk. But if I get hit by a car crossing the street in New York, they don't tell people in Sweden not to eat vegetables. You know. And I saw something. I'm watching The Tonight Show the other night, and Carson's got Emmanuel Lewis on, you know, the kid from Webster?
Yeah.
And Emmanuel Lewis is taking karate now. And he does a couple of karate moves, and I'm watching this, I'm saying to myself, what kind of moron is going to pick a fight with Emmanuel Lewis? What kind of guy's going to be in a bar? Hey, fellas, watch you say, Lewis! Come on, pretty tough, come on! You know, why bother?
Yeah. Really? You know who might pick a fight with him? Kimba.
Kimba.
Okay, it's time for the plugs. Where are you going? Where are you going to be?
You make it sound so blatant.
Me?
Well, you know, you see, you think just because. Now, you know what? I have 15 cities.
You're going to be at the Universal Amphitheater.
The Universal Amphitheater. Tomorrow I'm in
June
Grand
13th.
Rapids. You ever been there?
Been to Grand Rapids.
But the Gerald Ford Museum.
That's where I was.
I'll be there Friday. In St. Petersburg, Florida, then Orlando, Florida, and then Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. You were there once with Tony Orlando, weren't you?
No, not in Valley Forge.
No.
Pittsburgh, and then
Tuesday,
Baltimore.
Westbury.
Yeah.
See that? Yeah. Then Richmond, Virginia, then Albany, Coliseum Theater, and Monroeville in Pennsylvania.
You've got
Peoria,
a whole
Illinois.
country to entertain, don't you, Jay?
I've got work to do, David. Rather than sit in a desk and do it on TV, I would rather go from home to home and entertain the person.
Listen, congratulations on all your success.
All
Nice
right,
to see
thank you
again.
very much.
Come back, Jay. We'll pause here. We'll be right back. Kimba.